Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs for May 7th, 2020. I hope you guys enjoy my beautiful roses. We only have a few more days left with them, so I hope you guys enjoy them as much as I do. Let's go ahead and invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for May 7th, 2020. So this has been an interesting week. I'm not surprised though, because of the Scorpio full moon. So tonight there is our Scorpio full moon. So don't forget to put your crystals out and any tools that you may use to recharge under this beautiful magical flower moon that we're having. It's going to be big and beautiful, but this is scorpionic energy, so it's a lot of transformations. So this week's readings have been, that was the Two of Pentacles, all about finding balance. This week's readings have been interesting. A lot of letting go of relationships, behaviors, people and situations that are kind of toxic for us or that need to transform. It's kind of like a lot of stuff reaching, coming to a head or reaching a boiling point, things that no longer serve you. So I just wanted to make that quick commentary because I have noticed, this sort of darker theme, weaving its way through this week's readings. And, and it really does have to do with this scorpionic energy and this full moon that we're experiencing today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed them. And let's go ahead and get into this one. So the first card out, you have the Lovers, the Star, the Two of Pentacles. It did want to come out. And then you have the Magician. Really nice energies, you guys. Really nice energies. Okay, your overall energy for this reading is the King of Cups, right? And was I not just talking about the influence of this Scorpio full moon? The King of Cups really resonates with water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. The King of Cups is a visionary. He's a leader. He's a father type figure. Take gender out of it, though. It is a masculine energy. It's very balanced. Somebody whose psychic abilities are, working because he's completely aligned. And we see that alignment coming out here with the Magician. The King of Cups is a visionary, an artist, a poet, a painter. So he really speaks to your creativity. So channeling your creativity in positive ways, using your psychic abilities, which are going to be, turned on right now. And also just nurturing yourself and nurturing others. He does have sort of a quiet wisdom to him. He's not an imposing character, but he's one of these people, we see this crab shell here, Cancer in particular as well. But we have this person who has a very soft inside, so he might have this sort of harder exterior, but he's guarding, all of his emotions, all of his soft spots within. And once you get to know this person, you will be privy to his lighthearted, funny, loony, kooky character, okay, which is bringing laughter and joy, and he's very playful if you can sort of get through that hard exterior. Now, underneath that, we do have a Tower moment. So you or this person, you may resonate with this King of Cups energy, or it might be somebody in your life has just gone through a major transformation. Okay, the Tower doesn't surprise me with all this scorpionic energy. And we have the Devil. This is... The reason I'm laughing is because I was using another deck before this, and these same cards came out in the same order. So it's a message that I was definitely meant to tell you guys. The Devil card is Capricorn energy. Again, this is releasing yourself from toxic relationships, people, situations, jobs, behavior patterns, thought processes. Underneath there, we have the Prince of Swords, which could be somebody coming in very quickly, information coming in very quickly. Again, for those of you who are aligning yourselves with Source through prayer, through meditation, Reiki energy and that sort of thing, that alignment is going to bring you a lot of success. It's not only going to give you the information that you need to take the next steps and that clarity that you need at this time, but it's going to speed things up in a big way. Now, for some of you, this will have to do with a love relationship, a twin flame, or a soulmate energy. But in general, the Lover's card is all about unity. It's my card of Gemini, so it may be an important Gemini person in your life. You may have Gemini in your chart just exhibiting these qualities. But remember, Gemini is all about the twins. Right now, we have our Venus in Gemini, which is which is an interesting energy, which you should research for yourself and how that's affecting you. The Lover's card is all about making a choice. In this deck, though, it's also recognizing where you and another come together and how where you meet is perfect, and that perfect unity. If it doesn't have to do with you and another, it could have to do with you and your higher self. Because again, for a lot of you, I'm getting this is your alignment with your higher self. This is you connecting to Source or to Spirit, receiving messages from your angels and your spirit guides, to really be able to make the decisions that you need to make. And, making that decision, Aquarius energy, the Star card, this is healing. This is following your own inner guiding light. The Fool comes upon this beautiful being of light in the Star card after what we see here, the Tower moment, after a major shakeup, a paradigm shift, a trauma. Okay, it could be a divorce, a separation. It could just be the coronavirus pandemic. It could be the shakeup in your life, where and how you work, for your family, your resources. It could be many different things. Spirit here is saying the choice is yours, whether or not you're going to do the work and do the healing, that you have all of the tools necessary and available to you. And those of you who are aligning with Source and aligning with your higher self, these answers and your path is going to be shown to you. It's going to be very clear. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be one of innovation. It's going to be one of healing. It's going to be one about moving through this period of time, this great awakening. Okay, with ease and with grace. Now, also, I'm not an astrologer, but what I do read up on, we have Saturn has moved into Aquarius, and this is all about this bringing about this new era. So it's this rebirthing of you and your spiritual selves, and taking a good hard look at what it is you want, the world that you want to create, because it's at your fingertips. You have the tools to envision or envisage the world that you want, the life that you want. And Spirit says you are 100% supported in this, emotionally and spiritually. Okay, you have a band of angels and spirit guides and a council around you, working to help you not only heal, but to make the choice that you need to make to move forward into this beautiful life. Okay, to really harness your power, your psychic abilities, emotional balance. Okay, and to see the world from a new perspective as well. Now, key to that is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles energy is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So it is paying attention to the daily things as well. So for many of us, this is going to be a spiritual journey, but the importance of paying attention to the everyday, like, yes, feeding yourself, keeping the roof over your head. Sort of the more mundane things are being highlighted here as well. Like even though we have the possibility to exist on different planes and in higher and different consciousness, it's important that we do take care of our physical body and our everyday. Okay, this is more of like that Taurian type energy, that press of the everyday bull, getting things done, that we cannot be imbalanced in any way. And the Two of Pentacles is that balance between the spiritual and the mundane. Okay, making sure that you're doing the everyday things, because remember, you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and you can't ignore the having the human experience part. You can't ignore the spiritual being part. Okay, they're about finding that equilibrium. And the Two of Pentacles, he's sort of skating through these difficulties. I mean, it looks to me like he's just walked on water, right? This is, again, when you align with the magic of Source, then you're able to manifest magic and miracles in your life. And when you do this perspective shift, okay, when you change what your focus is on, you're also going to see that your alignment changes, okay, for the better, getting in touch with your higher self and being able to then create the life that you want, but expect miracles. I mean, to me, this is, he's walking on water. He's barefoot and he's walked through all of these trials and tribulations. This is part of the soul's journey. So it will be important to not only find that balance, but then also to figure out what it is that you need to focus on at this point in time. Have you been too much in the spiritual and need to come back and focus on the everyday things, or is it the other way around? Again, that perfect alignment comes through the magician. The magician has all the tools that he needs. And again, you can see this focus here, being aligned, being focused on creating the reality that he wants, okay? Creating the abundance, attracting the abundance that he wants and needs in his life at this time. The decision is up to him. You are magical. You guys have the power to harness magic. How do you do that? Through perfect alignment, okay? And I know you guys are doing the work. I read your comments, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull some psychic tarot for you guys for additional messages for this May 7th full moon in Scorpio reading for the collective. Intuition, the High Priestess comes out. You guys, these trials and tribulations that you guys have been through, some people may not realize how bruised and battered, or how, I don't want to use the word damaged, but how affected you have been by your experiences. And people may not know that, okay? But that's the price one pays for access to the cosmic egg, okay? And being, you have been through so much, okay, in this Two of Pentacles card. You have done, and you've kept a brave face. You've done everything that you need to do, that now you're being given the keys to the temple, to that inner temple where secrets will be revealed to you. Things that were not previously revealed to you will be now. And this, I am speaking to those of you who are doing the work. These are my other tarot readers. These are people who read runes. These are healers, mystics, yogis, Reikiists, you name it. This is a very, very spiritual transformation that you guys are going through. And it hasn't been easy, but you guys are power. Okay, very powerful. Three of Cups. Celebration. This is reunion. This is you getting the job done. This is you celebrating, getting to that next level. For some of you, it's going to be within a relationship. Some of you may find this unity with a twin flame, with a soulmate, with a life partner, with a counterpart. Okay, it's something that maybe you don't have right now, but you know the High Priestess feels this coming. Okay, she feels it coming. She knows it's coming. It's happening in the dream state. You may be dreaming about this person. I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to stand by it today, the message. Some of you guys are having intimate dreams with someone that maybe you haven't even seen before. You don't know who it is. And there's even sexual healing taking place in the dream space. All right, you and your counterpart are united, regardless if it's in this lifetime or in the physical plane, okay? And when that coming together, it could be you and your higher self as well, and that coming together is a cause for celebration. This is also giving thanks for the abundance that's coming to you. This is also giving thanks and celebration for the people in your life, your spirit guides, your angels. It's celebrating your connection with Source. It's celebrating your newfound power, okay? And stability. For some of you guys, this Magician card is you guys are manifesting serious abundance. And remember, abundance means many different things to many different people. This is uniting with people who share the same vision as you. This is your soul tribe. This is family, friends, and soulmates. And then you get conflict and defeat. So this is interesting because this is the Five of Swords. This is facing your own limits, Okay, and some of you guys with this Scorpio full moon, this beautiful flower moon, mystical flower moon, the Five of Swords is about facing your limits. Some of you might have, I feel like there was a lot of conflict and a lot of difficulty that you have experienced, and this full moon may trigger that sort of awakening, and it's really going to be uncovering mysteries and hidden truths, and truths that even we have hidden within ourselves. And it's time to face up to those, maybe where we haven't done things correctly in the past, but now's the time to face up to it, to course correct. You are not your past, you are not your mistakes. But this conflict and defeat, this Five of Swords card, can be a long-term goal achieved. And sometimes after we've achieved something after a long time, I'm wondering, did I see the Knight of Swords in here? Yeah, I saw the Prince of Swords here. The Prince of Swords, okay, is somebody who is very action-oriented, can sometimes be dogmatic. He is all about, he's that foot soldier. He's the one who's going to this is our objective. I'm going to make it happen no matter what. And I'm going to cut down anyone and everything that gets in my way to achieve this goal. Now, it's interesting because it can be a victory that's empty, and taking a look back and seeing where maybe you had been dogmatic or had your blinders on. Or it could be somebody else. I mean, it could be, again, that this is, revenge. This is other people's energy, people trying to win at all costs. Okay, some people might not like seeing this up-leveling that you've had. But this Prince of Swords energy is interesting to me, this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, because I kind of feel like it's, it's like when you achieve a long-term goal and there's that satisfaction. It's like, okay, wow, that's finally done. But then you go back and you look and see at what the journey was like for you to get there. Most of the time it's worth it. But sometimes we get there and we realize that we may have cut people or situations out and we regret it. Okay, and that's what this conflict and defeat to me is saying. Okay, that there are some regrets. Okay, but that's also human. So I want you to be realistic about this approach to it. All right, but there is some long-term goal being achieved. Some of you are trying to achieve a long-term goal and you just feel like you can't do it, like you're not lucky. And Spirit's saying you need to trust your intuition. You need to unite with people who share your same vision. Remember, what you are looking for is looking for you. And if that's support, there's support around you. The Magician is a reminder that you're the architect of your life and of your destiny. So if you're feeling unlucky, Spirit says we need to shift that vision, shift your focus. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords, trapped in fear. So move through fear. This Scorpio full moon, okay, is going to show us things that were hidden are coming to light. And they may not all be pleasant, but it will bring about this healing. And here Spirit was saying the decision is yours. Okay, the decision is yours. You have free will. You may, some things may bubble up to the surface that we had kept hidden from ourselves or we were in denial about. You have the choice to whether or not you're going to face those fears. Okay, sit with that fear until it dissolves, or are you going to sweep it back under the carpet for another time? This is a time, this moon, this energy is going to give us deep insights and transformations. So it's really important that we're not afraid of the shadow work. Okay, and here we get the Two of Pentacles coming out again. Balance. Interesting energies, you guys, but very powerful energies. I feel like the underlying message here is amazing, that you are so much more powerful. Some of you are harnessing your power and you realize it. For others of you, this is me telling you, you are so much more powerful than you ever dreamed and that you ever imagined. And this full moon is going to show you that. Relationship change. 56 breaks down to an 11. Okay, again, this is a card of balance. Some sort of relationship is changing. For some of you, it's going to be, this lover's situation, maybe a romantic situation, but it may also be the relationship between you and your higher self. There may be more communication coming in. There may be more balance and unity. I love this unity consciousness that I'm feeling here, you guys. Spiritual partnership. Oh my gosh. Some of you guys are calling in. Some of you guys are manifesting. Wow, look at this. Sorry, I just got 46 breaks down to a 10, domestic harmony. For some of you guys, you're repairing a relationship. Some of you are in union and that relationship is being repaired. And number 46 breaks down to a 10, completion of the cycle. Okay, for some of you guys are reaching an agreement. Some of you, this is a happy divorce. Okay, and for some of you, it's taking your relationship to the next level. Relationship change. Some of you are going from single to coupled. Some of you are meeting or calling, attracting in your twin flames and your soulmates. For others of you, you're not doing that on the physical plane. You guys are meeting in that dream space, or you're meeting in the 5D. Spiritual partnership. For some of you, you have physical and spiritual union, and that's this huge explosion of power that I'm seeing and feeling here. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Powerful stuff, you guys. Whew, get ready. Get ready. Oh. Holy amethyst. Divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Oh my gosh, so we get alchemy coming out in the Magician card and the Lovers card. This is just confirmation, you guys. Amethyst is also a stone of healing. So if you want to work with amethyst during this full moon period, also might be good for some of you if it's really resonating with you. This amethyst is about healing. Amethyst is also a card of attracting that what you need at this time. So move beyond current challenges. Things have been difficult. You guys have been through a lot. It's time to trust your intuition. You guys are receiving the downloads. Focus on what you desire, not what you fear. This is a time to sit with your fears until they dissolve, but focus on what you desire, not what you fear. Your desired outcome, not your feared outcome. And you guys, you are doing exactly what you need to be doing at this time. Okay? Absolutely power. You guys, I mean, this is just pure power in this reading. Whew. I am channeling some very, very important people here. Okay, and you are one of them. If you're listening to this, you are one of them. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading as much as I have. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all the love and support that you show this channel, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.